Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in to Society Anxiety, the Making of. This is actually an interview with Filipp Logvinenko I recorded quite a while ago. I'm finally getting back to it. And Filipp is the drummer, the mixer master, the producer, the video director for Society Anxiety, so he was involved in so many aspects of it, so I really wanted to get his side of the story. Just a note that when I recorded this, I forgot to put a camera on myself, so you're just going to see Filipp the whole time, but you'll hear both of our audio. Filipp Logvinenko, thank you very much for agreeing to be
Yeah,
interviewed here.
thank you for
So
having
Filipp
me.
is the producer and drummer and many other things on Society Anxiety, and I just exactly. And I just wanted to ask him some questions because honestly, without Philip, this never would have happened. The song never would have happened. So, but here's just a couple things to get to know Philip. So, Philip, where were you born?
Oh, I was born in Ukrainian town
Okay.
Lugansk. This is, by the way, the city where were occupied
Mm.
in 2014 by Russian. And this is the one of the cities that was all these horrible things started from. So, and but I moved to Kiev, to the capital of Ukraine, earlier in
Mm.
2003. But I was have to evacuating my parents in
Mm.
2014. And by the way, they were really lucky because they they took the last train.
Wow.
Uh, the next day, the railway station was
Wow.
destroyed.
Wow.
Yeah, but now they are in the capital and they are happy and everything is all
Okay.
right for
Yeah.
now.
Well, that's incredible. Um, what kind of music did your family listen to when you were a kid?
Oh, it was mostly
Okay.
rock music. Yeah, my father had a lot of rock music records, and I was born and growing up listening to rock music like Deep Purple, Rainbow,
Oh yeah.
White Snake, Ronnie James Dio, and so on. So it was pretty hard
Oh
rock
yeah.
music
Oh, very cool.
in my
Yeah. So
childhood.
very, very classic rock, but like you said, with the metal
Yeah,
edge, with Ronnie James and Richie Blackmore and stuff like that. Yeah. Cool.
yeah, yeah.
So then, when you were able to start making kind of your own choices, when you like in high school, what kind of music did you start listening more to?
I don't really remember if it was in high school, but I remember my first compact
Mm.
cassette player. I think we can call it like that. And I had all albums of Bon Jovi,
Oh yes,
and
yes, yes.
I really like Bon Jovi, and these days. And I think it was mostly Bon Jovi in my high
Yeah.
school.
What kind of music do you listen to now?
Oh, no, as you know, I'm a music producer now, and I listen to any kind of music. I can't even say what music I'm listening to, but I still have favorite bands. For example, like Avril Lavigne.
Mm, oh sure, yeah, yep.
Who doesn't like Avril Lavigne?
Very true.
Some more musical bands like Dirty Loops. It's not really popular. I don't know why, but I listen to a lot of Falling in
Oh,
Reverse
okay.
band. It's pretty hard music. So, but mostly I listen to music from clients for references and so on to keep my brain working and
Yeah,
maintaining all those music that I
yeah. Oh, very cool.
composed.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so obviously you've listened to a lot of music throughout your life, but what was it that made you get into music, like composing and like performing and producing? What started you off uh, on that path?
Oh, this is a really long story. Oh, first of all, I was in musical high school, if I can say
Yeah.
that. All my parents was musicians, and but how it started? I think in the high school I was composing or making a lot of instrumentals for
Ah,
singers, for some events, for something like that. Yeah. Then I compose my own music for singers, but to take a part of vocal competitions or something like that. What it was my songs, it was instrumentals, and so on. Then I was working on the radio, and I composed a lot of music for advertising. By the way, after a radio station, I was opening my own music
mm,
studio. I think it was the point where I can compose any kind of music for any kind of projects. There were
mhm.
games, films, and many, many more. By the way, I don't even think about it. Thank you
Yeah.
for this question.
Yeah. I always think it's an interesting journey to see where, people started from in their life and then what got them into what they're doing now. And because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're kind of like a musical chameleon in that you're so adaptable to uh, write and produce whatever comes your way, which you have to be obviously to be in your
Yeah.
field. But yeah,
But I
yeah,
like it. I really enjoy this process. That's why I like any kind of music, and I can compose any kind of music, and I really happy. This is the job of my dream. By the way, many people always ask me what I love to do outside of
yeah.
work. But nothing. I love to compose music and create projects. So I
Yeah,
work creating music, and I spend time on my own creating
uh,
music. So it's just an
yeah. That's
infinity
that's
process.
very cool. Well, so obviously you play drums at a very high level, and but I know you
Thank
also
you.
play keyboards at a very high level. Um, so what
Yeah.
other bands have you played in, and if there's other instruments you play beyond keyboards and drums?
No, I play keyboards and drums. I play a guitar a
Mm,
little, just a couple of chords. But my main instruments that I have
hmm.
diploma or something like that, is a
Okay.
piano. So I'm a pianist. But I really addicted to drums, and I don't know even where it comes from. But when I started practicing drums, there were a couple of bands, but they were just
Mm,
weekend
yeah.
bands, so bands on the
Yeah.
weekends. Uh, but I've got lucky, and I was. Yura invited me to his band, and it was really cool. And this is the place where I become a drummer, playing with really high level musicians, and I will I was have to be a good drummer. That is why I was practicing
Yeah.
every day and learning some songs and so on. It was a band called Flip
Okay.
Side with amazing female singers. The music was something similar to Goan Apes,
Oh, okay.
which I found really fun too. But then the band was
Hmm.
closed, and there was another band,
Yeah.
Extend, with a male singer. But now we don't play. We just produce some music. But hopefully, in on a big land,
Yeah.
somewhere else, we will be a band again.
Sounds good. So, do you think, do you and Yuda plan to, hopefully in the future, keep playing together?
Yeah, sure. I love to play with Yura, and this is um, the coolest guitarist I've ever met. And I was working with a lot of musicians and so on. Yura is just a brilliant guitarist, and I really lucky to get played with him. And this is amazing experience.
Yeah, I've been really impressed by his guitar playing because to me, there's a lot of guitar players that can play fast, and there's a lot of guitar players that can play expressively, but there's not a lot of guitar players that can play fast and expressively at the same time, and he can do that, and he's a really good
Yeah,
writer.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I feel super lucky that you told him about society anxiety so that he can play on it because I think it's just it became what it was because of your and Yuda's input. So yeah,
Thank you so much. And this is the song. The song is really cool, and everybody listens to it, and they like it. And Yura was happy to help, and I was just addicted to to your song, even when it was by acoustic guitar. This is a really catchy song, and it tells about nowadays, and it's
yeah.
really cool. I like it
Well,
very much.
thank you. Well, so the last question we've kind of delved into a little bit, but just in case you want to expand on it a little bit more, what are your future plans? What do you plan to do just in general the next
Oh,
steps in your life?
yeah, this is a very good question. So, no, first of all, I am a musician. I have my own music
Hmm.
project. So, as any musician, I dream about getting my project go
Yeah.
viral. So, this is obviously. The second thing, or more general, more global, uh, I really want to build a music label and create projects on an international level. And I hope to move to some different place and build a real international music label where I can keep producing projects, and this is that is the biggest dream, I think. And it is, by the way, pretty close because we have our own projects, we have
Mhm.
experience, we have people who love music, who produce music, who manages some social media networks, and and so on. And we have our own projects. Maybe
Yeah.
in the nearest future we can build some very powerful music label. I
Yeah.
hope.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Well, so Philip, thank you so much for obviously helping with society anxiety, and thank you so much for sitting down with me and having an interview. And
Yeah.
I hope you can stay safe. I hope your plans work out very soon. And thanks again.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for composing such amazing
Thank you.
songs.
Bye.
Bye.